my name is Emily Coons, and I am going here to explain the video that you just watched in stop motion to making rice pudding and everything else I did off camera because it was a little intense, I would say, but I chose to do the desserts because who doesn't love desserts? So that's why I did that one on camera, if you were wondering that. But my whole meal, or dish I should say, was a pork that was baked with an apple onion kind of layer at the bottom. It's delicious. I hope you guys really love it. I took a long time. It's actually right now like 10:30 and I still have not fully finished my whole project, but everything tastes good, everything looks good. We had a kink in the way actually with our beer that we had to add into our pork marinade. So that was the only problem, but it's not bad anymore. And then I did that with pickled vegetables, which don't take for granted, they are delicious, and rice pudding, as you can see. And I didn't just come to talk about the food I made, but also like what they had. So the colonists had a handful of livestock. They had a lot of sheep, cattle, so cows. Well, not a lot of cattle, but they had some cows. Chicken, pigs, they hunted a lot of deer, turkey, ducks, geese, rabbits, and they also did a lot of fishing with a lot of fish. Like other fishes, even crab and lobster. I mean, like, that'd be me. I'd probably choose lobster or crab. I don't know about you, but that was pretty interesting. I was actually thinking about, should I do like a fish? But then I was like, that's maybe a little too hard to bring into school and also to buy because the fish we like are really expensive. Anyways, they did not drink lots of water or milk. They were pretty short of cows, so they tried saving that for cooking. But the water made them sick, actually, so a lot of times they didn't drink water. They drank a lot of teas, kind of like how you heard about the Boston Tea Party they later protested on. They drank ciders of apple and peach, which I've actually never had. They drank beer, and actually the kids even drank watered down beer. So I'm sorry I can't bring in beer. It's illegal. I wouldn't, but it is illegal. But kids back then would drink watered down beer. So I ask you to please eat with only your hands because the only utensil that not the wealthier people had, but like the poorer people had, only really had knives. They didn't have like forks, spoons, and sporks, all the inventions we have today. So I did cut it up, but I ask you to please eat with your hands, even for the rice pudding. Sounds crazy, right? But I want this to feel like you're actually in the colonial times. And also, do not sit down in your desk. You must stand up. A lot of the people do not have chairs because they didn't have enough money. So they would either kneel at their table, be like, kneel, eat with their hands, or they would stand, mainly stand. They mainly have like tables pretty high, and then they would stand. And then they cooked their meals in a kettle, mainly, over a fire. So I couldn't do that because we don't have a kettle, we have an outdoor fire, but we don't have something to hang it over. So we had to improvise and use an oven or a stovetop, which is kind of like having a kettle over a fire because That's kind of just what it's like. It's having a kettle over the fire. And something really interesting for me that a lot of you might not know and would actually really like to eat if you were back then. Maybe you could survive. A lot of you I know would be like, I can't survive without that. I could. I do, basically. So wealthy people ate way better. They had silverware, china, and chairs. So if you're a wealthy colonist, you can sit down. You can eat without your silverware. And I actually have a really good idea. So how we can determine the wealthy from the poor is we'll pull 10 sticks. Those 10 people I'll bring silverware. They can eat with the silverware, sit down in their chair, and I'll bring them some chocolate. Because, out of my mind, they had coffee, wine, chocolate, beef, and sugar. So for the rice pudding, there is sugar in it. So I took not just from the poor people or the main, but I also took from the wealthier people and from the sugar because I made it. I'm going to pretend I'm wealthy. So I used sugar in the rice pudding, rice, milk, salt. I know they had salt. They had a lot of salt. And what else? Oh, vanilla. I used a very little bit of vanilla because I believe they had vanilla back then. I saw some pages about them, but others said nothing about that. So anyways, I used vanilla because first of all, it was in the recipe, and second of all, I will like it. And rice pudding, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna love it. I hope you enjoy. So the pork, we actually looked up all the recipes and got all the recipes off a colonial time page, and they were very confusing, and they didn't taste good, so we kind of had to like add some more ingredients in to make it taste good. I promise you guys, everything tastes really good. My family tried it and they like it. I like it. At least I think I like it. I don't know. But I really hope you like it because it's really good. I put a lot of time into it. And I'm even now sitting here talking, which honestly I hate, but at least I'm not talking up by ya. That would make me scareder. And yeah, so if you have any questions, just tell me, and after the video is done, I'll take them. Thank you.